What is up, everybody? Today we are back on Minecraft, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you guys how to increase your inventory like 20-fold, right? You could literally make your inventory 15 times bigger than it is now with one simple trick. And I know this sounds like an infomercial, but I swear to you it's not. It's going to be just about as ludicrous as an infomercial, but it definitely does work if it's something that you really want to try and go ahead and do. So in order to do this, what you have to do is first go ahead and find yourself a field of donkeys. Now, in order to find a field of donkeys, you have to be in fairy tale land and or creative mode. So what you actually have to do is find like a whole bunch of horses, and then the spawn rate for donkeys in that area where horses are spawning is going to be, I think, about 1 in 10 or 1 in 12 or something like that, something very similar. And essentially what you want to go ahead and do is find a donkey, which you'll probably come across one that looks similar to this. You want to get on it, try and ride it around, and eventually you need to make this donkey love you. And so if I just go ahead and I keep riding on him for a minute here, we can see, yep, there we go, wham, now he loves me. And so what I have to do now is just go ahead and take a chest and then just wham, smack it right there on his behind. Now, if you guys are observing it all, you can see that I already have a whole bunch of different donkeys around here with chests on them. And that's because once you find a whole bunch of donkeys, what you can go ahead and do is just go ahead and take a lead and attach it to them. Now, it's worth noting that you don't even need to have a saddle for this to work, but you do need, like I said, a bunch of donkeys and a bunch of chests and some leads. And so once you have all of those things together, you can go ahead and just start taking this lead and putting it on all of the donkeys that you've gone ahead and rounded up. So you can see here I have quite a few just strewn about here. In Fairy Tale Land, I have lots of donkeys with lots of chests on them. You can see they kind of like to fly with me too. So they're very mobile donkeys, and they really don't have an issue traversing the terrain at all because they just kind of fly over it, no big deal. So if I go ahead and I just hook up a couple more of my donkey friends here, let's see, is that one up there? Yes, it is. All right, so there we go. So pretend for a moment that you had just a whole bunch of donkeys, and I think we're just gonna fly over here really quickly. Hopefully, I'm not gonna kill off any of my donkeys here in our mobile transport. But you can see that they do stick with me here pretty well. They are taking some damage there. Oops, sorry about that, donkeys. I almost killed them all. But you can see here, essentially what I've gone ahead and done is just strung up a whole bunch of donkeys here with me. And as I walk around, they move with me and are more or less essentially mobile chests that you can carry around and will store whatever things you want them to store. Now, pretend for a moment that I was, say, mining over here in this area, and I wanted to, you know, bring a whole bunch of donkeys with me. All I have to do is take all of the donkeys, strap them right there onto the wall. Now, you can see here half of my donkeys I kind of lost in our expedition here. So let me go ahead and just re-lasso these guys here. Bring them over here to our mining area. Are you sticking with me? There they are. To our mining area, we can just smack them right on there. And now I have essentially 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different donkeys that all have their own 15 storage capacity chests here. So you can see here, if I just get on the donkey very quickly, I can go ahead and say add some stuff to this chest. And then if I had like a whole bunch of items, I could go ahead and, you know, get off and keep mining and keep doing my thing. Now, obviously, to actually use this in your world would be pretty ludicrous, because obviously to just put down some chests and move them around with you might be a little bit easier, but that's not mobile, right? Like, you can't move those chests with you. These chests are mobile. All I have to do is go ahead and break this up, pick up all of the leads that I just dropped. So you can see here all of my leads. If I go ahead and whoop, that's not the right button. If I go ahead and I just re-lead up all of these donkeys, I can now move them with me. And we can go ahead and go to the next spot wherever we might be trying to go. So this is just, I saw this video the other day, and I will actually have it linked down in the description. So I will have a link, like I said, to the original video where I saw this, because credit to me is very important, and so I do want to go ahead and link that down below. But I just saw this the other day, and I thought it was the most ludicrous idea, and I would have never thought of this myself. And so if you guys really are trying to expand your storage and are really trying to, you know, get a mobile amount of donkeys and a mobile amount of, like I said, storage, then maybe this is the tip for you, right? You could just do the ender chest with a silk touch, which is another way that a lot of people have been doing it in the past, but this really allows you to expand it to a whole nother level. And the donkeys, you know, sometimes they fall off, and sometimes you get some stragglers that don't make it over all the terrain, but I found that flying and just making them move with you is really a pretty good way to do it. And plus, if people on the ground, I'm sure this looks absolutely ludicrous, because look at these flying donkeys. Like, these donkeys don't care. All you got to do is be careful when you're putting them down, because when you put them down, you know, they might have a little bit of a rough landing. And so I wonder how this looks here from behind. Yeah, a little bit like that. Oh, I might have just killed them all, actually. Yeah. So So I just killed off all of my donkeys. So you got to be careful when you're moving them along. And this video is way longer than I wanted it to be. All I wanted to do is go ahead and showcase to you guys the fact that you can indeed have mobile chests and really, I guess, expand your inventory as many times as you want, as long as you can keep the donkeys moving with you. I think you could probably get 15 plus donkeys to move pretty easily with you over some terrain. And so if you guys do go ahead and use this in your world, please do drop it down in the comment section, because I just want to know how many of you guys are actually going to try this out or have tried this out and find it useful. Because I think that'll be pretty doggone interesting to see if you guys do use this in your world. But I think with that, that'll probably about do it for me. I really do appreciate all of you guys checking out this video, and I really do appreciate you guys watching. I will have some more video guys coming up for you guys very soon, so make sure you guys stick around for those. And I really do appreciate every single one of you guys. I will see all of you guys later. Bye! Peace!